Hi everybody, I'm Sort of Registered Nerd, and today we're redoing this. I recorded this last week. Sorry about how all this panned out. I did not expect to have editing issues. I'm switching over from editing on my phone to editing on my computer. So that's really the main issue. I'm trying to figure out how to get videos over from my phone to the computer. I found a way, and I messed it up, so now I'm redoing this. But honestly, I kind of wanted to redo this video either way because I actually did forget something. And also, now my rucksack is actually in a good setup. So, anyways, this is going to be probably the final update. I don't know. I don't really think there's anything else I really want to get for this impression. So, here you go. Here is my 128 Black Lions squad leader impression for 1969. So we'll go over brief history. So 128 was a part of the 1st Infantry Division in World War I and Vietnam. They were not in World War II, actually. World War I, they got the name Black Lions at the Battle of Cantigny. And I'll show you the patch over there. There's 2 battalions, 1st and 2nd Battalion of the 20th Infantry Regiment. The 2nd Battalion is a lot more famous. They have the book, The Beast Was Out There. 1st Battalion, not very well known, so I wanted to go over this. There is some debate, and I'm still looking into it, if they actually had standard infantry in the 128 by 1969. They did early in the war. A lot of the photos we have of 128 are recon, but I think they did actually have some standard infantry. I believe they do. I don't see why they wouldn't. Doesn't really make sense to me, and I'll be digging in more to that to get that figured out. There's also museums who do 128 for standard infantry for 1969, so I don't know. But anyways, we're going to roll with it because it's a pretty cool impression. Of course, we could always switch to different units for the first ID, but this is also just a general 1st Infantry Division impression. So, for the fatigues, we have some original 3rd pattern fatigues. These are new. I got them not too long ago. I bought them from Trench Builder 22. Same thing where I got the Claymore bag. We'll talk about that later. But we have an original small regular shirt because I'm a tiny person. I'm not actually that small, but I'm skinny. So we have pocket litter. We have what's hot? Chihuahua bags, lots of them, because I love them, and they're great for waterproofing things. So we have a deck of cards and bazooka bubblegum, which was around at the time. Did they get in Vietnam? Maybe. Who knows? They probably did. Getting it sent from home, that's not uncommon. Then in this Chihuahua bag, we have a pocket Bible and a letter from home. And then I have a Bic pen, which they would have used at the time. I think I saw a photo of a guy with a Bic pen in Vietnam. It was kind of cool. But it's not the most accurate because it should, I think, have the closed tip. We have the 128th scarf. So this is a piece of parachute scrap from a parachute. And it should be cut into a triangle. Mine's a rough triangle. And then you sew on this. This is the 128 patch, obviously the Black Lions, and then one for the 1st Battalion of the 20th Infantry Regiment. That's very specific to our group. The 2nd Battalion did not do that at all, but you could also see the patch on the pocket, but that wasn't very common in combat later on, but on garrisons, you would see that. We have C-Rat cookies, and then we have my coffee ration, which only has salt in it at the moment, but I bought some MREs, so I'll put the coffee in there eventually, but I haven't opened them yet, because they're for the event we have this weekend. So then we have some small regular pants, trousers, 3rd pound trousers. We have a reproduction army belt. I have an original one that I left at Trench Builder's house, so whoops. We have a bucket knife. We have some tripwire. There we go. 550 cord or paracord. I did get more, but we have that. And then another C ration. These are original C rations, by the way. It's a white bread one. Then here we have my beautiful More Military 3rd pattern jungle boot reproductions, Vibram Soul. They've lasted me a while. I love them. They're great. I have the blousing bands inside of them at the moment. That's where I usually store them, so I never forget them. And we have the shirt, and we have some USGI socks. Holy crap, it's hot. I don't have everything out because a lot of stuff is actually in my rucksack, sadly. So I don't think other things I would have out here would be like my M65, which I always like to show off. That's in there. My towel, my mess tin, all the utensils, my soap, a lot of my hygiene kit with my hygiene items. So it's not really a full kit video because a lot of it's in my rucksack, but I just wanted to show off some of the personal items I have. So we have bracelet from my girlfriend. It's period-ish looking, so I like to use that. We have my dog tags with the correct stamping on it, gold cross and a P38, USGI watch. And we have the helmet. This is an original Vietnam helmet with a correct liner and an original Mitchell camouflage cover, original band that is not actually Vietnam era, but I took off the cat eyes. And then we have some insect repellent on it. Very basic setup. For first ID, I forgot to mention, I also have U.S. Army tapes now. So. But U.S. Army, the first ID guys didn't really have a whole lot in their helmets. Later war, you kind of see them. Most Army guys kind of kept it pretty simple, but yeah. First ID was very prim and proper of all the units, so personalization wasn't too incentivized, and a lot of their stuff was very by the book. So I'll talk about that with the equipment a little bit more. We have an 80s cap. I do have one that is dated 1970, but it's a little big on me. It kind of looks stupid, so I have this one, which looks a lot nicer and has a better liner and fits me better. And we have a captured VC canteen, or NVA canteen. It's not the most accurate, I don't think, but it works. Then we have the web gear, my M56 web gear. So I have a first pattern belt, one first pattern canteen, second pattern canteen cover, and 2 second pattern ammo pouches. Second pattern suspenders. Guys, it's hot out here. And then we have 2 first aid pouches, or compass pouches. That is very common for first ID, especially. Pretty much every guy has 2. I think some Army units, other Army units did it too, but first ID is very prevalent with it. So 1 for my compass, 1 for a bandage. And then we have my Bowie knife, which is a 60s original Bowie knife with an original sheath that did not come with it, but I got that one specifically because it looks more like Vietnam. It's got little Lone Stars on it too. It's pretty cool. Very cool knife. Personal knives were pretty common in the war, especially later on, so I like it. It's a cool addition. It adds some uniqueness, which I like to do. So now we have the Claymore bag, which is actually more common than the bandolier for first ID, actually. Well, it's more 50-50. About half the guys had, I wouldn't say half the guys, a lot of the guys had Claymore bags, like a lot. They loved the Claymore bag in 1st Infantry Division. There is bandoliers. There's some guys who just don't have anything, but that's not very common. You do see it though. But the bandolier is still seen. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And I guess I'll go over my ruck, and this is the first time I actually have my ruck in a proper loadout because I'm getting ready for our event this weekend. So hopefully I'll have a video for that. I should. If not, Church Builder definitely will, and I know Flatlands will as well. But we'll go over my ruck setup. It's a very light setup. First ID guys in general actually seem to go very light with their setups. I only see very few of actual heavy loadouts. But of course, your ruck setup is very mission dependent. You're not going to take a crap ton of stuff on a light mission. That's pointless. So I have a very light setup. I just have what I need. So we have first pattern canteen cover with some water because you need water. And I have 2 other canteens attached with a carabiner. On that side, we have my sea rat stove attached with a carabiner. We have the bandolier strewn over, probably not in an actual period correct way, but I found it looks the best and it works, so I like it. Wow, the voice cracked. That's diabolical. I have 2 actual magazines and an airsoft mag. I bought 5 more mags. I don't know where I'm going to put them. I don't know if I'm going to put them in my Claymore bag or my bandolier. I'm going to just kind of have to see. I'm probably going to put them in the Claymore bag. But I also bought blanks, but I don't know if the blanks are going to arrive in time. So I hope they do, because I'm going to be using blanks for this event. So, yeah. And then we have the poncho roll, which has a poncho, would-be, and the pneumatic air mattress underneath that. Pneumatic air mattress is awesome. I love it. It's so good. Best thing I ever had. And that's wrapped up under with the cargo straps. Then we have a new bag. This is a P68 bag that is dated 1968, which is pretty dang cool. So it's a first year production bag. Very cool bag. I got this not too long ago. It's a lot better. It has bottom straps, thank the Lord. So very cool bag. And then we have the sea rat stock attached to it, and it is held in with the strap from the rucksack. And then some other few things to end this off. We have some stuff I got from my grandma. We have a newspaper. This is from 1969. This is about the moon landings. And so I have this. I have a couple other ones from 1969 and one from 1970. Of course, my grandma kept it as, you know, this is an important time in history. And I have it as if someone... Sorry about that, yo. My phone overheated. It's hot out here, you guys, as you couldn't tell. But as I was saying, so I have this as a newspaper sent from home. As you can see, it's the Indianapolis Star, so it's from Indiana. So pretty cool, kind of a little cool little thing. Another cool thing, this is my papa's old camera that still works. Is a Pony 2, which is actually from the late 1950s. And yeah, it works. It is dope. I got some film in it. I'm gonna bring it to the event and get some photos, hopefully. Now, I was told that the film that was put in it isn't very good. So, we're gonna hope and pray that it gets good photos. But I'm gonna try to get some at the event, so don't worry. Also, I forgot to mention the sock is actually one of my reproduction USGI socks from the Vietnam War. And they're patterned and cushioned. It's pretty cool. And then last but not least, of course, we have the M16. This is my H&R M16 that I got from my buddy with a bunch of original furniture on it. So it is a sweet M16. It's got NOS stock, NOS cotton sling, got a Colt mag in it. It's pretty dope, if I must say. So, yeah, anyways, let's go see what this looks like on me. Here's what it looks like on me. Of course, I would like to have my towel on, and I will eventually, but I think the towel makes it look a little nicer. But yeah, here it is. And if you're noticing, our camera angle is a little different. I have a tripod now. I had a tripod. Lo and behold, apparently my mom had a tripod for iPhones, so now we have a tripod, so it's great. Now I can film wherever I want. It's awesome. But yeah, here it is. I know it's a little hard to see because the shadows. It's the evening. Even during midday, you're probably not going to see it that well. But yeah, so we got the equipment, got my Claymore bag up front, got the scarf, the fatigues, the helmet, boots, and all that fun jazz. We got the rucksack with all that fun stuff on it. And this thing weighs about 40 pounds. Yeah, it's not fun. I now really understand how much it sucks to ruck. This does suck. And then we got my M16, of course, as well, to complement the whole thing. It is an M16A1, by the way, so just no one's wondering. But yeah. Anyways, that's really it. So next week we should have a Grenadier video, and I'm not gonna spoil it, although you should probably already know, but you'll see why. Should be helpful getting a microphone soon for this, so my audio will be a lot better. But yeah. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.